Hey loves, welcome to Keeping It Crystal. Today, what I will be discussing is why I quit teaching. So I am going to divide it up in 3 parts. That's just because I feel like everything happened in like 3 chapters. So this is for people that do teach, don't teach. It's for people that it's in a career. Maybe you're just working a job, but it's not to encourage you to quit. That is not my goal. My goal is, one, to encourage you and allow God to use me to encourage you and to give you some key points that I learned in the journey of quitting teaching in 2020. Let's begin. So I titled this Toxic Positivity. So I was watching something on like Instagram or something, wasting my time on social media. And I seen someone talk about like teachers, how we're expected to be so positive, and even I'm gonna take it a little bit further. Even as Christians, we're expected to be so positive, and I can't lie. I'm a positive, happy person, but sometimes I feel like that I can be super real, but from the world's point of view, as far as back to teaching and even, I won't say nursing, anything, you're expected to be positive no matter what. You're going through hell and back. Be positive. You're a nurse. You're a teacher. You're a, I don't know, whatever you are. Be positive. Do not say anything negative about the career. It's just gonna do everything wrong. So toxic positivity exactly explains how I felt that my year began. So, school year, 2019, 2020. I was ready, y'all. I was so ready. I was pumped. I had the most amazing team. Both those people are still close and dear to my heart. Great friends, great people, amazing. I love them. Like I said, I was ready. Like, this is my 6th year of teaching, and I'm like, okay, I'm over that hump. I'm finally at the point where I know what I'm doing. I've taught several different grade levels, so that's it's an advantage, but some can see it as a disadvantage. This is my 2nd year teaching 1st grade, but it's kind of backstory. I only taught half of 1st grade the year before. Then I was moved to 4th grade, which was interesting, but a total blessing. So back to the 2019-2020 school year. I was ready, y'all. Like, I was like, this is it. The admin had like pumped me up. They're like, oh my gosh, yes, give us your ideas. But I'm gonna give you red flag number 1. So this was my red flag. Now, you may have seen this red flag before with a leader or your manager. The question was like this. This was before the school year began. So it was like the year before, came in asking questions about everybody. It was like, oh, what do you expect from me? What do you want me to do? Y'all, I think this is where I dug my hole. I stated I wanted to be pushed. Why did I say that? I will eat my words later. So I have notes, so if you see me looking, I didn't. Another jewel in this story. I didn't pray about it, y'all. I was just going through the motions. They're like, oh, sign your contract. Okay, cool, sign my contract. But part of me felt like, Lord, I didn't pray about this. Now, I said this to someone the other day. Sometimes I feel like sometimes God puts things on our heart, and I think that we should pursue it. But then like pray during. But a lot of times, or maybe 50-60% of the time, I don't know the percentage, we need to pray before. Like, pray before, ask God, especially if we're if we're in that season of, I don't know, like, especially when you're just going through the motions. If you're just going through the motions, pray. Now, if you've been knowing you've been seeking God for things, and okay, that's another jewel that I will put there for you. So, just keeping up with my notes, make sure I stay on topic. So, yeah, mind you, set up the other picture for you. So, I had fibroid surgery. I had fibroids like 5-6 centimeters in my uterus, in my stomach, that was taken out July the 10th. Sure, we're gonna say 10th, something like that. Either way, I may have taken like a rest for maybe 3 weeks, if that. But then I was ready because, teachers, go-getters, we have to be ready. Go back to the classroom, get that classroom ready. And that's just how I am. Like, I was always one of the first people to go back in the summertime, staying late, spending all my money, just ready. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'll get to that later. So, yeah, so I went back, y'all. I literally was not supposed to get on ladders. I was trying to get on ladders. People were telling me to stop. I was overworking myself. And it's because I wanted this school year to be so good. I just wanted to be so good. I wanted to be so perfect. It's what I wanted. You keep hearing me say, I want this to be perfect. I want this school year to go great. I just knew it was going to be my year. I really felt like this is going to be my year to shine. Like, I just knew, right? Right before school begins, teachers, we have in-school meetings and things. So, still remind you, fresh out of surgery, hasn't even been a true month. And so, had a meeting, whatever. I didn't feel well that day. So, I remember I kind of like put my head down. You know how you put your head down on the desk or the table. But I was still listening. I wasn't being disrespectful. I don't remember being on my phone. So, I didn't think nothing of it. So, lo and behold, later that day, of course, I was at work. One of the only people there, late after meeting, and my mom was actually here with me. She was helping me get my classroom together, right? So the leader came to me and stated how, I got a picture of you with your head down. I said, well, how do you know it's me, right? And it was, I know it's you. Well, I had that toxic positivity, right? So I kind of walked away. But then part of me just wouldn't let it go. Turned back around. And I made the statement that I didn't appreciate it, right? Because I didn't. I didn't appreciate it at all. And I explained how I would never make the district look bad and all this other stuff, right? Toxic positivity. So, red flag number 2? I don't know, it's probably 3 or 4 at this point, really. But I'm probably missing something, right? So, school year began. Cool, had a small class. That's another red flag. When a teacher has a small class, something may ride in the water, right? It's just a little murky. Well, continue on. We had 3 teachers, right? A team. Well, they took a teacher away. So, you know what that means? Me and my teammate end up with a bigger class. But, just wait, it gets better. We were told, it was like maybe Thursday, Friday, told to basically, losing a teammate, right? Well, had to move within the weekend. The first full weekend before school starts. Toxic positivity. Didn't say a word, right? Just went along with it. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm a teacher. I'm a career woman. I am ethical. I am, what's that word? Whatever that word is. So, I didn't say anything. I did it. Got my people together. We moved my room. This room that I got real cute, right? Just real cute and just like I like it. So that was like the beginning of my roller coaster going down, like slowly going down, right? But still kept being positive, still kept having that toxic positivity, because literally it has to be what it was. My class, I loved my babies. They were a challenge, but I loved them. Being a teacher is a challenge already, but when you have a class that's challenging, it makes it very challenging. I tried everything, y'all. I was trying different methods, trying different, like, it was social emotional things that they needed that I was trying to provide. I kept pushing. And mind you, I started comparing as well, because my teammate, her class was a little different than mine. Hers, she didn't have as much things going on. And leadership, of course, made sure they let that be known. Compared test scores, compared whatever they could. So I dealt with comparing and feeling less than. Started having people, y'all, I will never forget this day. It's like I was not myself. So I was not being myself at all. I wasn't moving in excellence at all, and I knew it. And it's like they fed on it. Leadership fed on it, y'all. And it I try not to get emotional because I'm just thinking about the feelings that I had. So they brought people in, y'all. I didn't know they were coming in. It wasn't like an evaluation. I don't know what it was. It was like 4 or 5 people just standing there looking at me during a phonics lesson. Y'all, I messed up. Got an email about it. Y'all, because I messed up on like one thing, like it's first grade work, but it was like, oh, this is such and such. Y'all, I took that and just, ooh. But it's just the way it was stated. It wasn't constructive, but still toxic positivity kept going, right? So I was being told, move your table. This will work. Oh, you have desk. No, you have tables. Get desk. Oh, your teacher table's there. Move it back here. Oh, you need to move your stages. You have stages. Oh, they need to go. Guess what I did? Like a fool. Moved them. Did everything. Toxic positivity. Toxic. But let me tell you, I finally got tired. I got sick and tired. And this is where usually in every story, usually every story, maybe not your story, maybe it will be your story, I got fed up. I started talking back. And that's when it gets not cuter. That's not a word, not a sentence, but whatever. So I was getting ones, y'all, out of 4s. Ones. I am not a 1 and never will be a 1. But yet I accepted it. Y'all. I'm just, I can talk about it now because I'm free from it, but I couldn't do that probably 6 months ago. But I want other people to be free. I want other teachers to be free. If you're getting bullied like this, if you're getting treated like this, that is not okay, and it never will be okay. So I made the statement when in the office. I said, I am not a 1. I said, if I'm a 1, then I'll just gladly just leave in December. Well, it was stated to me, well, you can leave now. I said, well, I don't have all my eggs in a basket. I'm good. So it was a weird conversation, y'all. Because then, guess what I did? Just guess. Just guess. I went back. And apologized. I mean, because it's like this thing. It's like that's your authority, right? That's your authority. You have to apologize, right? Technically, I didn't, because I wasn't super disrespectful, because I could have been way more disrespectful. But it's to the fact that I was just tired of getting picked on. As a teacher, as a career woman, as a professional, you should never have to feel like that. Ever. So that's when I put a little lemon in the oatmeal. I don't know, this sounds disgusting, but I put some lemon in something, and I made everything even more sour for myself. Hell just broke loose even more for me. Just all this comparison and all this less than, like, coming in my room, giving me just comments about stuff that I could not change. Like, things about my kids I couldn't change, and no matter what I tried. And y'all, it just, just kept trying. So, dealing with passive aggressive people, it takes a special talent that I have not gained yet. I have not. Because I just feel like you need to just be real, and you don't have to be nasty about it. Especially, I'll put this, as Black women. And I don't want to make it a color thing, but it is sometimes. You ain't got to be like that. It's not cute. It's not cute at all, right? And I just feel like being a teacher is enough. Doing a job of any kind where you're working with people and giving your all is a lot. And you have to have support. You have to have someone to, don't get me wrong. To give tough love, though, you need to build a relationship. You can't just tear somebody down just because and not have a reason. And, it caused me to search. When people disrespect you and you're already low, it causes you to forget who you are. And so I really was feeling God pushing me. He was pushing me, but I was ignoring it. There were like sermons I would listen to, literally talking about just moving, right? And I'm like, Lord, that ain't you. And it's like, when you want to move, just know you are going to question yourself. You're going to question God. You're like, Lord, what am I do? Like, where my money going to come from? Where, right? You're going to ask a lot of questions. And that's just the beginning of it. Because I'm still on part 1 of my story. So just know, whenever you feel the need to move in anything, just know there's like phases to it, just like anything. And, you just have to keep figuring out, is this God? Like, Lord, is this really you? Some of the takeaways. So, never go into anything unarmed. Never go into anything unarmed. Like, and I mean that with the word of God. Go in with the word of God, with prayer. And even if you need other people to cover you, because I will say, I know that's what kept me, is other people, and just myself, just lifting myself up in prayer and worshiping and just crying. And I've never cried before. I cried before so much. I was losing myself. And this is all like from August to like November-ish. Like, I haven't even got to like the true meat of just it. So be ready to go to war when you use your voice. Be ready. Especially when you are or you have toxic positivity. When you use your voice, even when it shakes, you're gonna cause a lot of feathers to ruffle, and you have to be ready for it, whatever it looks like. And sometimes you got to know. Sometimes you do have to stay in it, but sometimes you don't. It just depends. You have to figure out, what season am I in and what do I need to do. Another thing is, even though this is probably jumping ahead, but not really, always prepare for an exit. Y'all, I wasn't necessarily planning an exit when I was talking about quitting. I was just talking about it. But at the same time, I wish I would have planned it a little better. But always plan for an exit, even if you don't want to exit. So, I hope part 1 of toxic positivity, I hope it helps you. Just know you're not alone. You can do this. And I love you, love. You got this, love. You got it. You can do it. Whatever is best for you. You got it, love. You can do this, love. And you will be okay, love. See you soon for part 2.